sources off there, but you got a real problem when someone else brings up something about the past, man. Right, against your people. For instance, the perpetual reproach that you've had for the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans. So you mentioned that, right, in a classroom during Black History Month, right? People gonna look at you crazy, man. All right, but if they want to send troops out there into the Middle East so they can get some damn oil, it's not a problem, man. All right, and that's the hypocrisy of you Edomites, man. To the end that the Most High is gonna take you down. All right. It says, behold, I have made thee small amongst the heathen, thou art greatly despised. And here's the point I was making about your pride, man. Right? The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. So your own pride has worked against you. Your own pride has deceived you. Right? To where you thought you're going to last forever and ever. Your kingdom's going to last forever and ever. You was going to carry on, you're going to let Johnny get a degree and all of that. And Johnny's going to grow up to be just as a devil as you was, man, and all of that, man. All right, your own pride has deceived you. All right, it says, the pride of thine heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high. Now, who's that talking about, man? Whose habitation is high, that dwells in the clefts of the rocks? He's talking about you Edomites, man. All right, it says, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down. So when you speak to these people, man, they'll have you believe that they're gonna be in rulership for the next 50 years, 1,000 years, 100,000 years, man. They'll have you believe they're gonna be in power forever and ever, man. All right, but when you read it and study history goes to show you that you got nations that have been set up, and every amount of once that nation has served their time in rulership, they get taken down, and another nation gets set up to be in power, man. Just like how you had the Medo-Persian Empire, and you had the Babylonians, right? Then you had the Medo-Persians, then you had the Greeks, right? Then you had the the Greco-Roman Empire, right? And the Greco-Roman Empire transformed to itself to be, what you have now, which is America and there, which is nothing but the Greco-Roman Empire coming back again. They govern themselves under the same conduct, man. All right, and just like how history showed you how Rome, the Greco-Roman Empire went down, that's exactly what's going to happen in this society. In that they spread their military way too thin amongst these different nations. All right, and they devalued their currency, and surely enough, they imploded, man. And that's exactly what's going to happen with these countries that you got as in America and NATO, man. That you going self-employed because you're doing exactly like I said. You got your military spread out too thin. All right, you devalue your currency on an hourly basis, right? You're gonna self-implode, man. All right. It says, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground, right? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down. So the Most High had it to where when you had your so-called he had it to where you're right there, man. You okay there?
I'm okay.
Yeah. Are you okay? I'm okay. You believe?
Service, okay.
Huh? All right, man. You believe in the scriptures?
Yeah, I do.
You believe in the scriptures? All right. Okay.
Which scriptures?
All right. Do you believe in the scriptures?
I believe in the scriptures.
All right, okay. All right, do you believe that the Most High, God, is going to come and save his... He's going to come... He's going
Are you talking about Christian scriptures or Islamic scriptures?
What is there a Quran here?
I don't know. I don't know what you got.
Everything else other than this Bible is toilet paper, man. All right? That goes for the Quran and all of that, right? Now, I said to you, do you believe in the scriptures? You said yes. Who do you believe the Lord's going to come and save? Who do you believe the Lord's going to come and save? Who do you believe that God?
Those who are His.
Those who are His. Okay, that's correct. Who are His? Who are His?
I am one of His.
You're one of us.
Yes.
I don't know.
I know.
It depends if your line goes back to the 12 tribes of Israel. That's one of His. All right? Because what foundation do you have for that statement?
Because the Christian faith that Christ introduced was built on the Old Testament Judaistic.
I said, what foundation have you got for the statement you made? You've gone around Another circle. What's
the words of Jesus.
the word? So what those words? You gonna quote me some scriptures, or do you want me to quote the scriptures that I think you're quoting?
No.
All right. Right. Let me let you into a secret, man. Right. The Most High is only dealing with one group of people.
So what's your stance? What are you pushing?
I'm letting you know my stance.
No, well, you're not really. You could say it in a few words.
I'm letting you know my stance. Right. The Most High is gonna send His Son. Right, which you know is Jesus.
Yes.
He's going to save His people,
Yes.
which are the Israelites, which are the Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans spread across throughout the four corners of the earth. All right, and as for the rest of the world,
what about the white fellas?
Huh?
What about the white fellas?
The white fellas. You got Negroes. You got Negro, Hispanic, native descents of those people that look like white people. It's not about color. Your people brought about the concept of color. All right. Your people brought that upon yourselves, all right. But when history shows you that you have kings that had wives from all over the place. Namely, King Solomon is a good example. All right, you know about the scriptures. How many wives did King Solomon have?
I forget 300 or 300 concubines at least, but many wives.
All right, he had 400 wives and 600 concubines. All right, right, and he was popping them. He was having sex with them. Right, so you would have had children by those women. Were those children? What nationality were those children?
I understand. Yeah.
What nationality were those children that he had?
Multi-race.
They weren't multi-raced. What surname do you take? Do you take up your mother's surname or your father's surname?
Oh, father's surname.
You take your father's surname. Why did you take up your father's surname? Because you carry on your father's line. So the children that he had weren't multi-raced. The children that he had were Israelites. All right, and let's say one of those children should have happened
Would you call yourself a British Israelite?
I'm not a Brit. There's no such thing as a British Israelite. There's no such thing as a British Israelite.
There is a group called the British Israelite.
There's no such thing. I'm telling you, in accordance to the scriptures, there's no such thing as a British Israelite. All right, man. All right. When the tree comes out, the devil runs away with his tail between his legs, man. All right. Coming out here, the British Israelite. You got Israelite within the British Isles. All right. But there's no such thing as a British Israelite. There's no such thing as a black Israelite. All right, you got the Israelites, you got the Edomites, you got the Ammonites, you got the Moabites, the Ishmaelites, the Japhites, right, and so the Hamites, and so on and so forth, making up the 18 different nations of the world, man. All right. See, Esau comes with this confusion, and he puts out this confusion, right? He double barrels everything, man, to where now you can have it to where you can take up your mother's surname, man, which is completely against the scriptures, man. Right? And the point I was making to this guy is you take after your father's line, man. Right? You carry your father's household on to the next generation, man. All right? All right, so when you had in history, like I was saying, history shows you that you had different kings and all of that would have had women from all of the different nations and that. Well, they would have had children, and those children would have had maybe would have been carried away into those different nations those their mothers were from, and they would have been amongst those people. They would have been still Israelites, and their children would have still been Israelites, although they may have looked like Moabites or Ammonites or Ishmaelites, man. All right. Let me get back into the scripture. It says, "Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, right? Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord." Right. It says. If these came to thee, if robbers by night, right? How art thou cut off? Would they have not stolen till they had enough, right? And if grape grabbers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Which goes to show you the greed that Esau has. Because when he goes into these different countries, man, he takes everything that they have, man. All right? He takes all of their resources, man. All right? Let me jump to the point. Right, this is the 17th verse, Obadiah 1 and 17. It says, "But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, man." And that's what I brought that out when that devil came up, man. Right? Upon Mount Zion is gonna be deliverance. The Most High is only gonna deliver the first and foremost, right? The 12 tribes of Israel, but not even just the 12 tribes of Israel, the elect within that group, man. Because 2/3 of our people have to be destroyed, man. Right, of all of the wickedness that they be doing, man, they have to be destroyed, man. Right, that's why the scripture says here, "Upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance." All right, it says there, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions, right? And it says the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau shall be stubble. So ultimately, man, it's gonna come a point to where you're gonna be burnt up, man. We're gonna be like a fire, right? And the house of Joseph represents the Spanish-speaking tribes, and they're gonna be like a flame, right? But the rest of you people is gonna be like wood, man. You're gonna be like a firewood, man. Right? You're gonna be burnt up, man. Right? Oh, you know, you're gonna serve your captivity. You're gonna serve your time of slavery, but ultimately you're gonna be destroyed, man. All right. It says, and they shall kindle them, and they shall devour them, and there shall be not any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. So there ain't gonna be none remaining of the house of Esau. All right. You're gonna serve your hardcore, 1,000 years of hardcore slavery, man. All right. After that, right, we're gonna bind and burn you, and you're gonna be put away, man. See, that sounds harsh to these people, but when we was in slavery, all right, nobody complained about that, man. Hell, when we bring out books and documents, right, about the 12 tribes of Israel being in slavery, man. These people will say, oh, that was in the past, man. All right, when you speak about 9/11, man, they want to roll up into the Middle East, right, and shoot down them Muslims, man. But little do the people know that their own people, right, their own government did that to them, man. All right, which goes to show you the hypocrisy, the pride, right, the devilish nature of this man. All right, but ultimately he's gonna be brought down to the ground, man. All right. It says, and they shall kindle them, right, and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken. Right? And let me jump to the next precept I mentioned, which was in the book of Ezekiel, the 35th chapter. Get some water. All right, this is the book of Ezekiel, the 35th chapter. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir. Right? Mount Seir is you Edomites, man, because I believe Seir was like a place within the land of Edom or something like that. Just, remembering off the top of my head. All right? It says, set thy face against them and prophesy against it. Right, which was the instructions that you people, you keyboard warriors were given, all right? But you'd rather be at home sinning, being in the comfort of your home, all right? Making, all kind of country, all kind of wicked comments, man, all right? Against the, against the men of the Lord who actually come out here and push this word in sincerity, man, all right? It says, and thus saith the Lord power, behold, on Mount Seir I am against thee, and I'll stretch out my hand against thee, and I'll make thee most desolate. So the Most High is going to make all of these different lands that you see out here, man, they're going to be made desolate, man. All right? And, I don't need to go into that because I already brought that out enough times today, how that's going to play out. All right? But you're gonna be a wasteland, man. In fact, in the book of, let me pull that precept out. This is the book of Isaiah. The 13th chapter. And I'll start from the 17th verse. This is Isaiah 13 and 17. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, and they shall not regard silver, and as for gold, right, they shall not delight in it. So the Most High is going to raise up the Russians, the Iranians against Babylon, right, which is the land of confusion, right, which is America, man. He's going to raise them people up, all right, to where they ain't going to regard you ain't going to be able to buy them out. You ain't gonna give them a certain amount of money and they're gonna be all right, that's cool, man. They ain't gonna regard it. All right? It says, and Babylon, and the glory of kingdoms, and the beauty of the Chaldees, right, the excellency, right, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. So when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah, right, they were set forth as a monument, right, as an example of what would happen if you pissed the Most High off. All right, but see that example, right? That wasn't taken up through generations. So you got Esau that came back in power, all right? Right after the Greco-Roman Empire, you know, when they was in power, they had all kind of wickedness that ran rampant within the earth, right? And we took him down, set up the so-called Holy Roman Empire, right? Spread throughout Europe and that. All right, yeah, we was known as the Moors at the time. All right, but we did wickedness, so we got taken down again. All right, but when they were in rulership, man, you had all kind of wickedness happening. Now they're back in rulership, we got even more wickedness happening, man. All right, this is the most wickedest society that there's ever been upon the earth, man. All right, you all right there, man? Yeah? You look lost, man. All right, it says, and it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation, right? Neither shall the Arabian pitch his tent there, neither shall the shepherd make his fold there, but the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, right? And this is going on to the point where the scriptures read, it shall be made most desolate, right? See, you ain't gonna be able to go into America and all of that because you're gonna have the nuclear fallout and all of that. But the Most High is gonna have it to where it's gonna be a desert, man. It's gonna return to being a desert. I believe you got certain states out there that were converted from a desert land, right? And they had the I forgot what river it is, but they used that as a means of power and then setting up these different cities within the desert. And you got Las Vegas and all of that, man. Right? The Most High is gonna return it to its original desert state, man. Okay. It says, but the wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and the houses shall be full of doleful creatures. Owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there, right? And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry there in their desolate houses, and the dragons in their desolate palaces. And her time is near to come, and the days shall not be prolonged. So, you got it. Like you've been saying, like I've been saying all day today, man. You got it to where these Edomites really believe that their society is gonna go on forever, man. But that's not the truth. That's not the case, right? The case is the contrary. You believe that that's to be the case, right? But the Most High is gonna have it to where your days are not gonna be prolonged, right? Your time has already been set up for you to be destroyed, right? And really, what the men of the Lord are waiting for is the Lord to carry out those actions, man. To carry out the turning of your cities into desert cities, right? Like you seen that movie, I Am Legend. And you see at the beginning of the movie, he's in his car with a dog and that, man, and they're driving through the city, right? You see all kind of wild bushes, right? You see all kind of wild animals and stuff like that, man. That's the only thing that's gonna be there, man. All right, and that's exactly it, man. They took that right out of the scriptures, right? That scene that you see in that movie, man, they took that right out of the scriptures, man. And right, because that's exactly what it describes there. It's back in the book of Ezekiel, the 35th chapter. And the 4th verse, it says, I'll lay thy cities waste, right, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred. You right there, man? Yeah? Do you believe in the scriptures? Do you believe in God? Yeah? Alright, man. Alright. You look unstable, man. You look unstable, man. And that guy looks like he got all kind of demons on it, man. Alright, it says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, right, and shed the blood of the children of Israel, right, for by the force of the children of Israel, or by the force of the sword in the time of her calamity, in the time of their calamity, in the time of their iniquity had an end. So this man put more hell upon us, right, in our time of our, because we went up on the Lord's statutes commandments of the Most High, so the Most High brought up all kind of calamity upon us, but ultimately the Most High was going to always have it to where whoever he used as a means of punishing us, that was going to be the justification for us taking them over, man. Right, just like how you had the Hamites put all kind of hell upon the children of Israel, right, before the Most High set us up. And that's why we had, that's why we destroyed a lot of them Hamitic nations, man, because they were trying to put all kind of hell upon the 12 tribes of Israel. But the Most High had it to where we overthrew them, we overcame them. And that's just going to be exactly the same thing with these Edomites. They put all kind of hell upon us, but the Most High is going to just have that as justification for us to put all kind of hell upon them, man. All right? It says there, therefore, as I live, saith the Lord. So this is the Lord making a promise by himself, man, because there's no other power for him to make a promise by. It says, therefore, as I live, right, I will prepare unto you blood, right, and blood shall pursue thee, right, and thou shalt, because thou hast not shed blood, even so, blood shall pursue thee. So you're gonna have it to where, man, these Edomites gonna be, they're gonna die by all kind of means, man, by hunger, right, by Edomites killing Edomites. So you're gonna have some food. Dude's gonna want some food, man. You're gonna have, your good old neighbor from next door. He's gonna come and roll up into your house and take your goods. Right, he's gonna, he's gonna wipe you off, right? He's gonna X you out, all right? You're gonna have it to where, wild beasts. The scripture speaks about the spirits that were made for vengeance, man. Right? You're gonna have those vengeful spirits come about, right? And when those vengeful spirits come about, man, they're gonna take the Lord's vengeance, man. Right? You got the military out there within the ocean. The Most High is gonna have it to where, there might be some disastrous winds and that, man. Or you're gonna have it to where the Leviathan's gonna come out there and be killing off people, man. All right. So the Most High is gonna all that's spoken about in the scriptures, man. It's gonna play out, man. All right. It says there, therefore, as I live, saith the Most High, I will prepare unto you blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Right. See if thou hated not to shed blood, even the blood shall pursue thee, right? And thus I will make Mount Seir most desolate. And that's like how we read it in the scriptures in the book of Isaiah, the 13th chapter. All right, where how it's going to become just like a wilderness, man. It says there, and that's all I make Mount Seir, which is your Edomite nations out there, right? You got NATO, right, which consists of England and